A week after ordering a pause in reopening the state, Oregon Governor Kate Brown explained why she is more comfortable now letting counties move forward. It's mainly because her experts now believe they have a good understanding of why COVID-19 infections are rising statewide and that restrictions are working.
We now have a better sense of the sources of new infections. Case counts are rising largely because of workplace outbreaks, congregate care, social gatherings, and some community spread. Meanwhile, the businesses that have implemented the strict health and safety standards we've laid out are successfully protecting their customers and their employees from spreading the virus.
I asked about the ongoing outbreak in Northeast Oregon's Union County. Cases there jumped from 22 to 242 in just 3 days this week.
My thoughts and heart is with the folks in Union County.
Many of the new infections are tied to a church near La Grande, which apparently held a large gathering in May when such gatherings were banned because of the risk of just such an outbreak. But the governor did not criticize the church and instead praised the county health response.
We're hoping they can get this under control as quickly as possible, and where we are here to support them should they need additional assistance and additional services.
On the issue of face masks, Governor Brown said she is ordering them worn inside public places like grocery stores and restaurants in many counties because they help stop the spread of the virus. State epidemiologist Dr. Dean Seidlinger agreed.
In countries and communities where it's kind of the norm and that wearing masks in general in public is part of the response or is part of the culture in general, we've seen decreased spread of COVID-19, and that's regardless of some other policies. So those masks really do work to help contain the virus.
The governor said the state will issue more guidance on mask wearing next week, but in the meantime, you can relax. You're not going to be forced to wear one even as you sit in a restaurant and try to eat. In Northeast Portland, Pat Doris, KGW News.